Hey everyone, it is June 4th, Saturday, and today is the first day of the movers coming. They're going to be coming every Saturday and maybe a couple of other days. And so they've been here for a couple hours, and they're just currently right outside loading things up. And today everything that's in the moving van is going into public storage. I don't think we're going to the house. The house is not too far from the public storage, but I'm not sure that we're taking anything that's going to the house. I'm just not sure. The flooring is still not in the house. It's supposed to go in this next week. I'm listening to see if anybody's calling me. Anyways, flooring is supposed to go in, so we can't really move any furniture in until the flooring's in, so that's going to happen. And yeah, so but did find out that the piano that was the landlady's, and it's just a spinet, you know, not like a studio or an upright or a grand, it's a spinet. But they're able to get it on the truck. They're gonna move it for me, so I don't have to hire a piano mover. Of course, you know, every time that you move a piano, you have to tune it once it gets into its new place. But that should be okay. That'll save me $250 of moving a piano and trying to coordinate the move with the piano mover. Yeah, that would be crazy. In the meantime, I am pretty packed up. Still kind of messy in the kitchen. I got some stuff here on the desk. But, you know, I'm not leaving for another 3.5 weeks-ish. So, I mean, we have to be out by June 30th no matter what. We have to be out. So I still have a little time to do some things. I mean, the landlady's going to take the refrigerator, freezer that's in here, so I need to just really clean that all out for her before she gets it. That's one of the things. Then I also have to go through the hummingbird feeders. I am not taking them all. Some are going in the garbage. Yeah, just a few too many hummingbird feeders around here. Half a dozen is probably my limit. That's all I'm going to take. But I need to clean those before I take them so that I can pack them. Also, I have to clean my deep fryer, which I haven't used for a few years. I have no idea what to do with the grease in it. If any of you have any ideas on how to dispose of that grease, let me know. I have an idea. It does not involve pouring it down the drain, of course. But I would appreciate it. I mean, so I know some of you do deep frying. Yeah, so what do you do with that grease afterwards? Please tell me. Anyway, so I have to clean that up. That's one of the things. Anyhow, yeah, lots of like projects. But speaking of projects, I have 2 finished afghans. All my yarn is now packed away. I mean, all of it is packed away. But I had a whole bunch of double strand granny squares that I had made, and they were taking up room in a storage bin, so I said, I'm just going to put them together. I already had the yarn set aside for bordering each of the granny squares and for sewing them all together and doing the total border, and that was set aside with the squares, so I was really good on not having to access my other yarn to do that. So, for no further ado, let me just show you. Okay, this one is a rectangle granny. I don't know why it took me forever to complete it. I just kind of lost my mojo for a little bit, and finally I just said I'd just finish it. Because it's like a 2-day project, you know, 2 or 3. So let me just see, how am I going to unfold this? Okay, so it's kind of got Eastery colors, and then I try to get rid of some of the Eastery colors by combining some other colors. So anyhow, here it is. Okay, so that's that one. And then the granny square one, which I always do my granny squares like 5 by 7. So there's 35 squares. And let me see if I can show this one sideways. It's very orangey. I used up a lot of orange yarn just making squares, trying to get rid. I had so much orange. So there's a little sticker there. So of course then I had other colors that I had to try to work in, because I just have random squares. When I'm finishing a project, I'll just make granny squares, double strand granny squares, and eventually I sew them into something. But sometimes you just don't have 35, you know, or however many you need, so of a color scheme, so you try to work in, try to make other color squares work. So anyways, without further ado, this is it. I can't even lift it, it's all so heavy. So on the ends, on each end, there's a solid orange row, and then there's purples and greens, and I had a couple of squares I absolutely could not make them, the colors work and match. Like some red and green ones, they just did not go. Anyhow, I did donate 8 of them recently to a cancer ministry through a church that's going to be out near where we're moving. And they sent me a really, really nice thank you letter. And I guess somebody saw one of the Afghans, and it was a kind of a purple tones and yellow, and they wanted that one right away because those are the colors of the LA Lakers. I didn't do it for LA Lakers colors. I just, you know, yellow and purple look very royal together. So that's why I made that. And so anyways, my crochet, I am hanging up my hook for at least a month. I even had to pass on a Zabez project because I said, sorry, but my yarn's all packed away. And it literally is. Let me show you what I mean. Okay, those 4 chewy boxes there, those are the large chewy boxes, and those are full of yarn. And you can kind of see some of my other stuff packed up over there. And then over on this wall, I have bins and bins and bins of yarn. And I've even got yarn up there. Just got boxes everywhere. I'm packing, as you can see. So that's a little bit of what's been going on around here. Kind of boring. Just packing, and that's about it. I'm not quite sure. I'm not quite sure how much of an internet I will have once I get out there, and we have to separate the house as far as well, it was all sort of like it's one address, but really it's 2, and it's got, oh my gosh, just such a nightmare. The previous owners just didn't do things up to code or anything. But They do have, there's a guy that's staying there so that it prevents squatters from coming in. And so he does have Spectrum, which is our internet provider. That the contractor had that installed in the house for him. But that's, so we'll have one, and it's in the ADU, thank goodness. But we need to have two separate accounts at that address, but like I said, the address needs to be split. So I'll be like, 123 Main Street, 123 and a half Main Street kind of thing. I'll be the half of the address. I don't think they'll give me like a separate number, completely separate number. Like if she's number 12, I would be number 14. I don't think it would be like that. I'm just a half. So, yeah, that's going on. So I don't know how that internet is going to work once we get out there. Yeah, I'm a little tired today. Because the movers came about 9 o'clock, and I got up about maybe 7:15? No, 6:45. Yeah. So, tired. And once they're all packed up, then we go with them to storage. I don't think we're going to the house because the flooring's not in, so it's not like we're putting anything in. So, anyhow, that's what's going on around here. And I will talk to you all later. Bye-bye.